to Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Coach Dillingham told me pregame, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Might be calling a hot route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Ready?
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today. Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Stay. Mustang. Ninja.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, the quick spin move. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Bender. Icy.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The offense changing the play.
Bridge. Copper. Magic.
Wants to throw again. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have the answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the run, it's Richard. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best. Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. With the catch, it's Richard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Running inside, it's Richard. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll keep it on the ground. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The run inside. It's Lacey. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. The Rebels will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready. Wide 80.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hendy were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. You have Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
It's caught downfield. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Indiana, 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They give it to him again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with Chick-fil-A's.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They'll run play action. Skips away from pressure. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
214 close. 214 close. Mustang.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got out of trouble and throws. At the 45, on his way. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Richard. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go to.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to him. Might have a chance. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Using his legs, it's Richard. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle, and the clock winds down here late in the 2nd quarter.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Covered like a blanket, and he still makes the grab. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at Rutgers taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Scarlet Knights trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. On the ground, it's Beebe. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Becker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Running behind that left side. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive. Going to the run, it's Richard.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Maybe some room here. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. And they got him.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness. Bringing the free safety down. Blitzing him, you could tell, completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He throws one to the left. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The give to the back. Got it inside the 15. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. He's looking to pass. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Touchdown, Rebels. On the sideline, got it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Richard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wideout. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Becker. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And back to the air on second down. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. Past the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Rebels. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
Offense facing 4th down. 776 Captain. 776 Captain.
Finding some room. Got some room, entered the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. offense gets set for second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He unleashes a long one. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Got enough for the first. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Hoosiers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The sure hands, it's shot. Breaks attack, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up for the PAT. How in the world did he miss that?
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Rebels. And the pummeling has started.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. Makes one man miss. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
He's got it again. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Rebels offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
Wilson! Rush! Hammer! Hey, hammer! Go! Landing!
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Escape!
Wide receiver comes in motion. Third down play from the gun. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this has been the